let's do a disgusting VTuber. Oh, that sounds so wrong. So wrong. This VTuber is absolutely disgusting. Not the first one.
So in this video, I want to revisit a topic I talked about a few days ago involving the VTuber-centric convention Offkai Expo, which...
Oh god, not again. Not again. Oh, we had drama about that convention last year, where they uninvited her, Hirsche Wehrstahl, because, you know, she ain't trans.
Is facing a lot of deserved backlash for featuring adult content at a convention which includes minors from the ages of 13 to 17 who would be unaccompanied with a parental slip of approval to these events. And right now we're seeing a lot of...
Yeah, I wouldn't allow my I would not allow my kids to go to any convention without me. None. Simply because at this day and age, I wouldn't trust anyone. And that's coming from someone that when I was 8, I was taking the bus to go shopping for new toys by myself. That was a 20-minute bus ride to another part of the town. 20 minutes bus ride. And I did that all by myself. But today, I wouldn't let my kids do that. It's way too dangerous out there.
Content creators double down and even openly support the possibility of minors being present at these adult-themed events.
Because they want to pound them. It's very simple.
And really, it's just a shame because Offkai Expo, like I said, is a very big and VTuber-centric convention, and they are really persistent on, I guess, including platforms like Fansly, saying your next Oshi is waiting. We're excited to announce that Fansly is joining Offkai Expo Generation 5. Come find them at Exhibitor Hall and meet some of their incredible talent. Now, Exhibitor Hall is open to the general public, including unaccompanied minors from the ages of 13 to 17. This is not their yabai market, which is for adult content. No, this is open to the general public. And this is something that Kirsche would point out. And Kirsche being someone who is blacklisted as a featured guest.
Yeah, so basically they want to groom the kids into the corn. I'm not surprised at all. Like, literally, I'm not surprised. That's what I expect from these people. Now, not Kirsche, because she's awesome. But of course, from the pedos, yeah, of course.
From this convention a few years ago, because her tweets, I guess, were too controversial. But she raises the very fair point that why is the marketed event here in the exhibitor hall, which allows anyone with access to attend, which includes unaccompanied minors from the ages 13 to 17. As long as they have a slip from their parents, I guess they're allowed to attend this event. And a lot of people, including those who are very pro-speech, anti-censorship, said, wait a minute, why are unaccompanied minors from the ages of 13 to 17 being allowed to go to the exhibitor hall, which will feature Fansly and adult content? But
because they want to groom the kids. That's it. They want to groom the kids.
Don't worry, content creators like Evanito here are very quick to defend situations where minors are being exposed to adult content, with posts like this defending Offkai, saying, I'm not defending this. But I'm going to be honest, there were like maybe 10 kids attending off-kai, guys.
Crap, I was muted. For how long? Ah, crap. Crap. I don't even know. Wait. I hope not for long. So he has no problem with if it's only 10 kids that get groomed and molested. Okay, good to know. It's mostly 30-year-old men. Yay!
Let's be real before we get mad at them and say, kids attend this convention, it's mostly 30-year-old men. So you can see the pot shots at, I guess, convention goers here, while the same guy defending minors being exposed to adult content saying there's no minors being exposed to adult content, while admitting there's minors being exposed to adult content at off-kai. I don't care, by the way, if there's 1, 10, 100 kids being exposed to adult content at off-kai. All of it is wrong. Unlike Evanito here, I will say this. I don't want any children being exposed to adult content.
I chime in here because I was exposed to adult content as a child. A lot. And not even the thing where you see genitalia, just on TV, censored stuff. And with censored, I mean, the things were cut in a way where you couldn't see genitalia, right? But that still was bad enough that it had an influence on me that quite frankly ruined me. And I'm not like, oh yeah, when I was 13, no, elementary school. I was about 8 when I started to watch that stuff. And yes, it ruins me. It ruined me. It made me... Oh boy. It made me develop in a way that was not beneficial to me. Let's say it that way. And don't get me wrong, but when I was a teenager and I saw... I still remember, 30 years later, I still remember one thing, that there was a couple, white dude, black chick in the kitchen, and he poured milk over her chocolate mountains. I still remember that. That thing had an influence on me, that actually a positive influence on me of, you know, being into black woman, that still holds up today. Still holds up today. But then I was a teenager. I think I was 15 when I saw that, or 16, maybe something around that. So I already understood what was going on, and I could determine, you know, what is good and bad. But when you are a kid, you can't. You can normalize things to a small kid that are horrible. And I mean that literally. That's literally what grooming is. You normalize something that's not normal. So now you know where my stance is here.
I think that's wrong. This guy is trying to say, well, if there's only 10, that's 10 too many, buddy. And the fact that you think that's okay or negligible is disturbing. In fact, this weirdo says they act like VTuber fans are children. Like, that's the case for some, but for the Western VTuber fans, they're primarily adults, men. Children ain't coming to this con, so I don't know why they're pretending like this will affect kids. Dude.
You just... What? Okay, that number one, why allow children in the first place? And with children, I mean minors. And second, You just literally said yourself that, oh yeah, there are some kids. Well, so who cares? I don't trust this guy. I immediately don't trust this guy.
You literally admitted it's going to affect kids. You literally said this. And now you're trying to gaslight people and say there's not kids at the event. You literally admitted this. And in further replies, he says, side note, you guys realize Fansly is an adult website, right? It's like assuming Patreon is by default. They just host content for creators, and unfortunately, that's why they can get away with this?
What do
What
they
do you mean, get away with this? Get away with what? As
He ain't
the
very smart.
proposed community note points out, it says 18 plus right there. While he tries to claim it's not an adult website, we know what Fansly is. We're not completely blind to this
Yeah, it's fundamentally the same as OnlyFans.
situation. Then we have some other VTubers like this continuing the defense for Offkai, saying, so like there's no one doing live segs at the con. LOL. It's just a successful business helping support a dope con. Their financial support helps the con so we can continue to have it for more years moving forward. Hot take. If your convention cannot succeed without showing adult content to minors, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, same. Yeah, make it go away.
I'm okay with that event failing, if that's the cost. Suto here feels differently. I guess that's their take, and I guess that's the take of a Gamer Subs partner who has it like in their bio. Is that the official stance of Gamer Subs? I guess so. I don't know. But anyways, here's some more people saying, holy F, you people actually don't go outside. People meeting others with their same interests for the first time, drink alcohol and have sex. There aren't enough languages in the world for me to describe how bitchless you are. This is referring to a tweet saying minors should not be exposed to adult content.
Yes, I agree. Minors shouldn't be exposed to that. Yes. Man, VTubers really are... Man... I can completely understand why a lot of people hate VTubers. I'm at the point where I can completely understand that.
And they're saying, well, I hear you, but you're bitchless. In fact, someone says, you just exposed yourself here, and the response is, and you've exposed that you've never felt the touch of a woman. Again.
Yeah. Guess who's an unlikable cunt?
Again, this is in relation to complaints about minors being exposed to adult content. And I guess calling people virgins is the appropriate response. But anyways, we have other people defending this, saying, why do people demonize sex so much? Like, the majority of people have sexual feelings. I bet 90% of the people hating on LewTubers / Fansly sponsorships engage in some level of sexual behavior.
Oh my god, that's not the problem, you stupid. It's about minors.
Probably most solo sexual behavior. Is that a diss, I guess, against people? But yeah, man, I think there's a difference between
What a retard.
People doing stuff in their private life versus exposing people, including children, to sexual content at an event that allows unaccompanied minors from the ages of 13 to 17. And this is not the yabai market. this is the exhibitor hall, which is open to everyone, including the minors. But of course, I guess, it's demonizing this sort of behavior. Sure. I'm glad it is, actually. They're literally telling you to not believe your eyes. Incredible. So people are now saying, in response, they're not having any of this adult content at Offkai in areas where minors are present. You just hate sex workers. As highlighted, this is in the exhibitor hall, which is
Yeah, these people are just retarded. It's just that they're retarded.
open to unaccompanied minors from the ages of 13 to 17. Again, guys, I'm like the most free speech guy ever. But I do not believe that minors unaccompanied should be exposed to adult content.
I agree. Yeah.
Am I woke? This is crazy. It's crazy we have to have this conversation. But of course, there's another angle to this.
What the hell?
Offkai promoted an event featuring the VTuber group VBimbos, which will be the focus of the remaining portion of this video. And people are saying, oh great, another example of adult content being promoted at an event that includes minors. And you can see some of the members of VBimbos saying, y'all ain't ready for us. Well, I'm sure like some people, including the 13 to 17-year-olds at this event, are not ready. But they defended this point by saying the intense hate on me and the girls attending a convention really has shown how
Oh, of course. Of course.
misogynistic the internet truly is. Just because we do adult work doesn't mean that's all we do. We are multifaceted. Do better. How about you do better? How about you remove yourself from an event that is open to minors, 13 to 17, unaccompanied? How about you do better? I don't care.
Yeah, how about the ban woman from the internet? Chat, how about that? I think that the internet would be such a better place without women. Just saying. Just like, every place is a better place without women. Literally. What the hell?
Care what you do. I don't care about
And no, I don't actually believe that. For the most part, yes, but not all women are like that. Just, about 80%.
the content you make as long as it's focused on adults. But if you're blaming misogyny for the backlash, you're missing the point entirely. But don't worry, one of the members of this group, Ravenna, here, would make an absolute fool out of themselves. Okay? Saying, I've stayed quiet about all this, but it's plain and simple. Myself and my VBimbo girls, thank you for the free promo. Oh, that's right. They get to flex on you for the free promo.
Sure.
Including free promo that is promoting an event where adult content is going to be promoted to minors. But anyways, they say conventions have always been like this. It's not new, and Offkai takes great care to protect everyone and make people feel safe. That's a very common theme, right? Many people are saying, oh, well, VTuber conventions and anime conventions have been exposing minors to adult content for a very long time, therefore it's okay. No. I know. Shocking. We can be free speech advocates while saying it's not normal for minors to be exposed to adult content.
Yes, exactly.
And that's something that should not happen at all. And if it's been normalized, that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. But the coping continues saying, OMG, we have boobs. Yes, we do. Thanks for noticing. as if that's a relevant defense.
Yeah,
Fansley
that's
takes
retarded.
great care at conventions.
By the way, I'm not surprised that she would say something retarded. That's what I expect here.
And has never been explicit at conventions. Kids are exposed to worse things at school and online. The amount of times I was shown stuff when sitting in my classroom is insane. Well, I'm very sorry.
Yes.
You're exposed to stuff in school, but that doesn't make it okay.
Yes, exactly.
This is a wild defense.
Yeah.
They're basically saying because in their scenario, kids are being exposed to stuff in schools and online, therefore it's okay to continue to expose adult content to minors. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's not crazy, it's just stupid. Which is what I expect here.
Be not safe for work if you want. Be safe for work if you want. If you don't agree with it, move on. Yeah, guys. If you're worried about minors being exposed to adult content, just move on. Right? Just move on, according to this individual. Not safe for work creators are some of the nicest and most welcoming people, as if that means anything. And I've always...
Yeah, that's another thing where they're retarded. For example, I've never met less tolerant people than people that call themselves tolerant. They're always the worst people. If someone calls himself a good person, you can assume that they are a horrible person.
He's felt safe in this community. Don't assume everyone behind VTubers are white.
What does that have to do with anything? No one was talking about anyone's skin color or ethnic or whatever. No one was talking about that. Why am I getting agitated? Why am I getting agitated about something that a stupid person wrote on the internet?
This now involves race. We got misogyny, we got racism, all this stuff, I guess. But anyways, stay mad that my fiance...
Yeah, sure.
Stay mad that my fiance is supportive of my sex work. Sorry you're insecure. Projection.
Yeah.
I hope you find someone who supports you that much one day. Also, have my community simps for him too. I truly feel sorry for how miserable your lives must be. And lastly, Twitter is home to some of the most vile, disgusting, and hateful people I've seen.
Yes, just like you.
Stop hiding behind your religion. Oh, we're adding...
What? Where does that come from all of a sudden? Oh my god. Yeah, she's so dumb.
...that in. And using it as an excuse to be hateful. You're allowed to have opinions, and I have mine. Keep them to yourself. And I'll keep mine to my...
I mean, that thing with the religion. Could you call her Islamophobic for that? Because if I go to an Islamic all-girls school and pull down my pants, I get fucking stoned. For a reason.
Myself, except that's the opposite of what they're doing. But what do I know? At the end of the day, I'm just... Bimbo. Ishmore. Oh, and one last thing before I go. Yes, the orgy is bring your own lube. Sorry, this is a joke for the people who are too literal. Okay.
Man, she's retarded.
Amazing stuff, and people are very quick to point out the many, many flaws of this, and you can see their brilliant response saying, wow, assumed a lot of stuff there. Good job. Here's a cookie for your brain power. And someone says, you're truly confident in yourself. You would never write all this. And they say, but I like talking. And someone posting the shoe on head meme, and they say, don't call me a schmore. I'll blank. And then someone says, no, you're just a terrible human being. And they're referring
A crusty A dot dot B dot 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 dot. I like it.
to a situation where Celestium, a VTuber we've talked about before, has been completely slandered by this VTuber who said, "Hi, I'm the lady you had a run-in with. You blame me for my R word when I was 5 years old and basically told me it was my own fault because I was full of sin." And then blocked them.
What the hell? Oh, that by the way explains a lot. A lot. So she literally is completely fucked in the head.
And by the way, Celestium did none of this at all. This person is completely fabricating this entire situation. Celestium has shown this person no hate whatsoever, only compassion and understanding.
Wait. So she asked the other one for proof that she got, the grape when she was 5, and there was none. Huh. I mean, sure, not, especially these days in Europe. If a 5-year-old gets the grape and, the people that are doing it are of a certain group of people, then there will not, no judge will sentence them to anything. Yeah, multiculturalism.
But this person has made an outrageous claim about them. And really, it's on par for the course, where we get kind of the money shot here. Where someone says, it's sad that you're selling your womanhood for less than $5 a month. But you don't see me showing whole, even in a VTuber model. Then again, you don't mind when minors see your content now, do you? And here's their response. Who said it was $5 a girl's gotta eat?
Yeah.
That's the response to minors seeing their content.
I would be surprised if she just goes off on, oh yeah, minors seeing me, yeah. Because, pedo. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you understand how disgusting this is? Do you?
I do.
And here's another response where someone says, posting before replies get locked. What's the response? 6-7.
Of course.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's retarded.
Amazing stuff. These people are ridiculous. This is their defense to people pointing out that they're exposing potentially minors to adult content at this convention. And they're mocking the criticism by saying, well, it's worth more than $5 a month. Amazing. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider giving a like, consider subscribing for daily uploads on this channel and multiple streams a week here on YouTube. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this dystopian mess of a video, and I'll see you next time.
Rep. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here.
I enjoyed this video, man. That was a wild ride, right? Not that English. So a bunch of VTubers want to groom underage people. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Why would I be? They're disgusting. They're disgusting. There's a reason I barely watch VTubers anymore. And the only ones that I watch, they are the VTubers. There's a reason for that.